Hey there, Raider Nation. Imagine this, your Las Vegas Raiders, fresh off a bye week, storming back in the second half like a silver and black thunderbolt, lighting up the scoreboard with touchdowns that echo through Allegiant Stadium's rafters. But then, bam! Overtime heartbreak against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the kind of gut punch that leaves you yelling at your screen, right? Well, buckle up, because tonight on Raiders Report, we're not dwelling on the loss. No, we're laser-focused on the fire that was reignited, the mismatch we can exploit, and why this team is primed to roar back into the AFC West hunt. I'm your host, channeling that same unyielding spirit as the legends before us. Think Al Davis's, "Just win," baby mantra echoing from the Oakland Coliseum days to our shiny new Vegas digs. Let's dive in. First off, let's recap that roller coaster in Jacksonville. The Raiders drop a tough one in overtime, 34-31, but folks, don't let the final score fool you. This was no blowout. It was a statement. Coming out of that much-needed bye in Week 8, the Silver and Black brought a different energy, a renewed hunger that had been simmering since preseason hype painted them as AFC West dark horses. Their offense. Oh man, it hummed like a well-oiled machine we haven't seen consistently this season. We're talking a beautiful blend of ground-and-pound runs that wore down the Jags' front seven and precise aerial strikes that sliced through the secondary like a pirate's cutlass. Fitting for our Buccaneer roots, huh? Quarterback Geno Smith, stepping in for the injured Aiden O'Connell, didn't just manage the game, he owned it. One of his best outings in a Raiders uniform, no question. He spread the ball around, but let's be real, the star of the show was tight end Brock Bowers. Kid exploded for 3 touchdowns, hauling in passes like they were magnets. That's not just a good day, that's historic. As Fox Sports' Greg Allman put it in his Week 9 Team of the Week, it's the first 3-touchdown game for a Raiders tight end in nearly 40 years. Todd Christensen actually had 3 such games between 1983 and 1986. Bowers looked like the best tight end in the NFL again Sunday. 3 scores. From a guy who was sidelined since that brutal Week 4 loss to the Bears, nursing a nagging injury that had Raider Nation holding our collective breath. Bowers wasn't just catching balls. He was breaking ankles after the catch, turning short routes into chunk yardage and red zone nightmares for defenses. Remember, the Raiders shipped off Jacoby Myers in a mid-season shakeup to clear cap space and refocus the attack. Smart move, because now Bowers is the undisputed alpha target. Geno's chemistry with him? Electric. But here's the key, we can't overload the rookie sensation. He's a force, yeah, but at 22, with that Georgia Bulldog grit, we gotta manage his snaps to keep him fresh for the stretch run. Exploit the mismatch, absolutely, but smartly, like Howie Long used to terrorize quarterbacks from the defensive line back in the 80s. Now, let's zoom out for some in-depth analysis, because what we saw Sunday isn't a fluke, it's a blueprint. Offensively, the Raiders averaged over 5 yards per carry on the ground, led by a resurgent Zamir White, who bulldozed for 88 yards and a score, while the passing game hit 7.2 yards per attempt. That's balanced ball, baby. Compare that to their early season sputters, where they were one-dimensional and predictable, coughing up leads like it was a bad habit. Post-bye, under interim offensive coordinator Luke Getsy, filling in after that coaching carousel spun wild, the tempo picked up. They went no huddle more in the second half, forcing Jacksonville to play catch-up and exposing their linebackers on coverage drops. Defensively, yeah, they bent, allowing Trevor Lawrence to carve them up for 288 yards. But Maxx Crosby and that edge rush notched 3 sacks, a reminder of why our D-line is the envy of the league. Crosby's got 8.5 sacks already this year, on pace to shatter his career high. If we can get healthy bodies back, hello, potential return of Christian Wilkins from IR, this unit turns mismatches into massacres. Tactically, it's all about sustaining that groove. The bye week wasn't just rest, it was reset. Players like safety Trayvon Moehrig talked about film sessions that dissected every AFC West foe, the Chiefs' aerial wizardry with Mahomes, the Chargers' Harbaugh-fied run game, even the Broncos' sneaky uptick under Peyton. We came back feeling like the team we trained to be, Moehrig might say in our imagined huddle chat. And let's not forget the intangibles, that Raider Nation energy. From the tailgates in the shadow of the Vegas Sphere to fans streaming in from California, holding on to those Oakland memories of Super Bowl 18 glory in '84, when Marcus Allen danced 74 yards untouched for the game sealer against Washington. Bowers' outburst. It's got that same vintage vibe, a nod to Christensen's heyday when tight ends weren't just blockers, they were game changers. Speaking of voices from the locker room, let's fabricate a quick fireside chat, because who doesn't love those post-game gems? Picture this, I'm cornering Bowers in the tunnel, lights flashing, sweat still dripping. Brock, 3 TDs, walk us through that second one, the fade in the corner. He'd grin, that southern drawl kicking in. Man, Geno put it right where only I could get it. Felt like practice reps against our DBs. Ain't nobody stopping that ball today. But shout out to the O-line, they gave us time to cook. Then, cut to head coach Antonio Pierce, ever the player's coach with that defensive pedigree. Look, the loss stings, but Brock's back, Geno's slinging it, that's our identity. We're not rebuilding, we're reloading. Next week against the Bengals, we're taking heads. And from a fan's POV, I cornered a die-hard at a Vegas watch party. Raider Nation's been through the desert, literally, with the move, but games like this? Reminds me why we bleed silver and black. Bowers is our new C base. Historically, this slots right into Raiders lore. Think about it, from the AFL Rebel days under John Madden, racking up those wild high-scoring affairs, to the tuck rule debacle that still haunts us against the Pats. Statistically, Bowers' line, 7 catches for 97 yards and those 3 majors, vaults him to the top 5 in TE receiving TDs league-wide, despite missing 4 games. The Raiders' offense is now top 15 in points per game post-bye, a 20% jump from weeks 1 to 7. Compared to last season under Josh McDaniels, stagnant, predictable, leading to that Black Monday firing. This year's pivot, it's working. And in the AFC West snake pit, where the Chiefs are undefeated at 8-0, Chargers humming at 6-2, Broncos nipping at 5-3, the Raiders at 3-5 aren't buried. One hot streak, and we're right back in wildcard contention. Hell, with a softer schedule ahead, Bengals, then Saints, Eagles, 4 wins in 6 is doable. Expert take. Hypothetical from ESPN's Bill Barnwell, Bowers gives Vegas a Travis Kelce light without the drama. If they feed him 8 to 10 targets a game, that passing attack climbs to top 10 efficiency, flipping the script on divisional rivals. Looking ahead, the implications are huge. Playoffs, absolutely in play if we harness this. Draft, no panic picks needed if we string WS together. Maybe target a corner to pair with Jack Jones. And culturally, Raiders football ties into everything right now, from Vegas's glitzy Super Bowl 58 host glow to pop nods in movies like The Last Dance vibes, where underdogs rise. Bowers, he's got that Michael Jordan clutch gene, turning doubters into believers. So, Raider Nation, don't hit the panic button. This loss was a lesson, not a funeral. It's fuel. Tune in next Sunday as we host Joe Burrow and the Bengals under those epic Allegiant lights. Will Bowers feast again? Will Crosby sack his way to defensive player chatter? You won't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button, smash the bell for instant Raiders alerts, and join the conversation in the comments. Who's your MVP from Week 9? Let's keep the silver and black shining. Just win, baby. This is Raiders Report, committing acts of touchdownery. See you on the flip side.